start the session.
Yeah. A very good afternoon to all the esteemed faculty members and dear participants. Myself, Nakul Yadav. I am an assistant professor at the International Institute of Health Management and Research, Delhi. I'm also a scholar at Jamia Hamdard University. So it is my pleasure to welcome you all to this faculty development program, a vital initiative aimed at enhancing our professional growth and pedagogical skills. Today, we are fortunate to have an esteemed panel of experts who will share their knowledge and insight with us on various aspects of teaching, learning, and academic leadership. Our panelists come with experience and deep expertise in their respective fields, and they have graciously agreed to be part of this enriching session. Please allow me to take a moment to introduce him to you. He is none other than our Dr. Shahab Saqib Sohail. So Dr. Shahab Saqib Sohail is currently an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi, and previously he is a senior assistant professor at VIT Bhopal University. He holds a doctorate degree in computer sciences from Aligarh Muslim Universities. He is having a huge list of contributions and achievements. He is recognized among the top 5 researchers globally in the Scopus database for publications on ChatGPT and AI topics. He is among top 2% researchers in the field of AI and CV in the list curated by the Stanford and elsewhere. He has published over 100 plus SCI index journal papers, including 70 Q1 and Q2 journals. His work features in renowned venues, journals, and conferences such as Nature Machine Learning, Information Fusion, IEEE Transaction on Big Data, and Wire DMKT, and a core rank conferences including InterSpeech, IJCNN, and ICASSP and ICDM workshops. He is active in mentoring, notably guiding students to achievements like international scholarships. His research focus areas include computational intelligence, recommender systems, and computational social sciences, with over 3,000 citations on Google Scholar. He is collaborative researcher with leading scholars worldwide, driving international projects in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Dr. Sohail is recognized for pioneering research, international collaborations in mentoring that contribute significantly to artificial intelligence and computational sciences in academia and industry. We are truly honored to have such a distinguished expert with us today. I encourage you all to engage actively during this session, ask questions, and take full advantage of the expertise that our panelists bring. Without further delay, let us begin our session. Thank you. So, Dr. Saab.
Thank you, Mr. Nikul. Thank you for this kind introductions. So it is my great privilege to have you on the board for this insightful and extremely knowledgeable that FDP that is conducted by Dr. Asad and Dr. Jamshed. I congratulate them and I pay thanks for this invitation. So let us start without any delays at search engine optimization and their technique and how we can have the sustainable visibility. Right? So just let me share the screen and please, Mr. Nikul, you confirm whether it is you can see this or not, please.
Just share your screen.
Yeah,
you are visible and audible to us.
I believe. I think the presentation is visible, right?
Yes, it is visible now. You can start. Sir.
Thank you for this. So let us start the search engine optimization and website optimization for sustainable visibility. So I would like to take this privilege to start this. The basic and the main thing that I would like to cover in this is not the basically every slide's content. It is the theme that I'm going to cover in this 1.5 hour sessions we have. How the search engine optimization has evolved. There are some overviews, how they work, why they work, how they have evolved with the time, and why we need to design and how we can design the long-term visibility and trust in this entire internet network. And what is the intersections of artificial intelligence, AI, ethics, and sustainability in search engine optimization. In addition to this, some technical things like digital sustainable matrices, visibility, and the differences between the traditional SEO and what we are having currently, that we say as it is more sustainable visibility. What is that? How it differs from one another. There are some algorithmic part, and then AI-driven indexing and semantic as a solution to the traditional issues. and some research and analytical opportunities in this STEAM field. So let us start with some motivations. Why SEO matters. This is one of the most important questions that you should have in your mind. When we start search engine optimization, why it matters? It matters because, it matters because of the visibility. The web visibility is the research visibility for we people who are connected to the academia. And it is basically one of the most core thing in today's era where everything is online. We all are working through the web pages and the apps. So the recommendation and the existence of a content for a longer period of time is what everyone is looking for. So this is one of the main thing that we are going before the SEO. The next part is that university and journal websites rely on discoverability via search engines. We know this, we understand this. The new journals are not having that amount of paper being viewed or perceived worldwide or being cited because of the that visibility. In a very similar way, the scholarly SEO, I am concerned with the databases. For example, Google Scholar, Scopus for this particular point. The scholarly SEO, it basically improves digital impact. We understand this, citations and outreach. In addition to this, a well-optimized university site attracts global collaborators and students. We understand this. There's a website of the Oxford, there's a website of the Jamia Hamza University. We can find the difference. There's a website of the Jamia Hamza University and there's a website of local universities. We can find the differences between these two. In a very similar way, there is a question to everyone. If Google prioritizes user satisfaction, how can academia ensure visibility of niche research? For example, suppose I prioritize nature journals only. Suppose, for example, Nature is one of the brand journal that we understand. Suppose I prioritize Elsevier top journal in your field, the management field, IGIM, for example. Now, if we prioritize something that we understand, it is better for someone. Now, if I and you being the naive researcher, the new in the area, might be we are doing something very good, but we are not prioritized for some reason, for another reason. Now, what will happen? Our values are not going to be projected as the prioritized values, the priorities having those brand researcher, the brand that journals. So they will be given the prioritization, right? Why? Because of some reason, X, Y, Z. I don't go for the reason. My concern is to understand if this is going to happen, what is the outcome for that? So the naive people, the new people, the new brand in the market, they are not going to be projected equally. And this is something that we say as bias. So there is something that we need to optimize these things so that we can have a sustainable solution to the problem. This is why all these lectures are basically. There are some more things that we have. There is some data basically on the academia side as well as industry side on the basis of search engine optimization. I would like to have a very brief time over this discussion. For an example, for the industry point of view, there is the estimation that 146.9 billion would have been invested in the SEO market. See the volume of the investment. How important is this? In the very similar way, the different return of investment is very higher in this domain than the another domain. Not only in the industry or business, we can see here in academia and research as well. The number of publications and the citation is going to be impacted by the search engine optimization and the visibility. This is how it impacts equally to the industry as well as academia. So it is something that is more relevant to both the dimension, both the area, for the business perspective, for the academia as well. So it is why this is being perceived as one of the most emerging and important part today in the world of internet and digitization. Let me have some introduction regarding the SEO. I understand most of you know this, but let me have a very brief overview how it works, what the definition is. We understand that search engine optimization is nothing but it is the process of improving website's content. It is that we have a website. I have my personal website. Who might having a business might be having. Flipkart has its own website. Anyone may have a website. So there is a content for that. So what we are trying to improve the content. Not only the content, we try to improve the structure and the credibility of the page so that search engines can understand it better and rank it higher for relevant queries. Because I and you, we know 10, 12, 100 sites. We do not know or remember millions of sites, but there are millions and millions of sites available for the same domain, for the same topic. Now, how we can come to know about that particular site? What we people do? We directly, what will you do? If I ask you, any of the colleague here, I welcome a answer from any of your side. If you want to know a site, what will you do? What would be your step on that time?
Sir, we will just type in the Google that we are
Exactly,
for that
exactly.
particular word.
Exactly.
We will search.
Exactly. So this is what we are going to do first. Nowadays, for the last 1 year, I understand there's a shift in the phenomena. Most of you, even I as well, we are rather on Google. We might go to the ChatGPT also. I mean the AI tool also. Okay, what is this? But we go for searching something, right? So we go to search something on the Google or any search engine, and on the basis of the outcome we are getting as a search engine result page for that outcome of our query, we are going to go to the page. For example, I want to buy a washing machine. What I will do? I will go to Google. I will say washing machine cheapest, best, good reviewed, and they will give me some pages. I am very sure there are more than 50 online strong seller of the washing machine. But out of those, I will be recommended 5, 7, 10 only on the first page, and I'm going to those only. What about the rest of the people? They might be better than this top 10, but no, we cannot go for that. So this is how optimization works. This is why it is important. They are going to impact the search result, and that is directly or indirectly going to impact the product itself on the web. So this is why it is important. So our goal is to increase, our goal is to increase organic, or we can say non-paid visibility, and attract the right audience. We do not want to pay this. When you search Google pages, you might see this. I have not taken any screenshot, but you can check this. You just search anything, and when you get an output of any particular thing, example, you search for artificial intelligence, you might get a product, you might get a book, you might get a definition. In the very first two results of the Google, you can see ad. You might have seen it is paid, or it is ad, or it is advertised. It might be anything you might have seen it, because that is paid. They pay Google so that their product is coming up on the search. But for that ethical point of view, Google always label the outcome, whether it is paid or non-paid. So it does not say it is a non-paid, but when it is advertised, it adds some label that it is ad or advertised or whatever. So we do not want to do that. We want to make it an organic, that is the real, without being any extra pay. We need to make it to the Google. So in simple terms, that search engine optimization, SEO, it helps a website appears when people search for topics related to their work or your work, right? And there are some methods. I don't want to go into more technical detail, but something that we can easily understand and that we can try to implement in our cases. One of the example is on-page SEO. It is a common method. On-page SEO, what it does basically, it involves optimizing the content inside your web page so search engines and users understand it clearly. For example, what we do, we try to use the main keyword naturally. We write a clear title and meta description. We structure the text, whatever the text we have, we make it a structure, that is heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, we make it like this. Then we add internal links and we try to improve the readability. This is what we are trying to do. We are trying to do this to our page, a web page, the keyword, the descriptions, the structure, the links. We are trying to make it more visual. We are trying to make it more obvious. Example, you see here. When we have an on-page SEO, we might have a title page, we will have a meta description, we can have a header tags, we can have a content, we can have images, we can have internal links, we can have external links. Now, what happens in the natural scenario, the traditional search engine optimization, there are some, I don't say that it is not corrupt, I don't say it as a corrupt, but it was not a good practice. What the people were doing or doing right now, they are trying to forge the different links on the page. For example, if I have some link, so there are some other links available on a web page X, and they are trying to divert the user on their page to my page so that my visibility increases, but that page is not relevant, that page is not genuine. Now, this is what is happening. Now, we try to put only positive and genuine links. There's a one example for this. In a very similar way, some structure, the content available in the web page is is very unstructured. Even you cannot read this, what they are going to say. It is not classified in the sections. So we try to make it title, we try to make it content-wise, we try to make it very, very clearly. One can identify what it is about. The structure is very clear. Like a research paper, we have there's a title, there's a keyword, there's the abstract, we have introduction, we have related work, we have the method section, we have the result section, we have references and bibliography. In a very similar way, we try to document the whatever the page we have in that format. So that is what we say on-page SEO. Once we do this, what will happen? Suppose there is an example, effects of climate change on crop yield in India, analysis of temperature and rainfall trends. The same title without the improvement might be like effects of climate change on crop or in India. But what about on which crop or the type of crop or the location where, or what the basically factors we are trying to assess? It is temperature, it is rainfall. Now we try to make the title and the related and the concerned theme very clear. In a very similar way, we would like to have the keywords very naturally included. Example, climate change, impact on crops, crop yield in India. So these are several. This is just for example, for the illustration purpose. We can put the relevant keywords to this. And I'm not sure if you might have searched something in the Scopus database. I believe you must have searched something in the Scopus dataset. So if you have searched something in the Scopus dataset, they are the different parameters in the Excel CSV file. There is the index keyword, you might have heard. Then there is a authors keyword, and then there is a keyword. Have you seen this? Anyone have experienced this? There are different kind of keywords in the Scopus or any database when you download the CSV file. Yes, exactly. So there is author keyword, then there is the index keyword, then there is a keyword. So that sometimes what happens with the help of AI, the databases are in themselves, they extract the content and identify what are the important, directly extract those keywords. So this is how it is important, and this is how they classify whether this paper falls into this particular category. Aapne dekha hoga, you must have seen this in Scopus dataset. What happens? They classify a paper. It is suppose in business administration, or this paper is artificial intelligence in business. How they understand this? Because while writing a paper, we don't classify this. We just put the title. We just put the keywords. They extract on the basis of the keyword they are using. So this is the benefit of using search engine optimization in any way, in a research paper context, or in a page of the scholarly related data, or it is a business data. It helps basically. In addition to this, you know, today there's a data I was very amazed because you see, I do not perform, my work is not directly related to optimization. I usually work on bias identification and the enhancement of AI in application in the different domain, finance or medical and different things. When I was searching for this, I come to know that this particular optimization problem, search engine optimization problem, most of the data that has been searched are coming from mobile devices, and that's that must be obvious, because in nowadays everyone is having Android. Not all the students are having laptop or desktop, but they are having mobile phones. So more than 70% are being used by the mobile phones. No, they search this. So the page speed and the responsiveness, they both drive the SEO and the sustainability. Suppose it does not work, speed is not coming, there is an internet issue. So nobody is going to use that. So that is not only about the content of a page, it is there also something that works on the back side, whether how it will whether our page is not too loady, it does not load in the time. No one is going to use that. Might be because of any reason, for the structure, for any technical reason, might be the page is not that responsive. So you see, Facebook is very heavy page, right? We totally understand, but it opens in a second. But at the same way, the other web page, it might be something form filling in Indian university website or Indian government website, and it takes a lot of time. We understand that Insta and Facebook has much more users than those websites, but they do not work properly because of the glitch or the technical issues or the data memory they have, or might be anything they might, but they are not so responsive. So that also affects the web visibility. So we need to work on that as well. I will take this semantic slide later on as well as a solution to the existing problem, but let's have some a brief discussion over here. Semantic search engine optimization, basically what it does, it is just not to let you understand the keywords. it also tries to map the schema and the structure in a better way. Example, suppose there is a paper that deals with cancer research. It is a keyword, right? And again, there is a paper that deals with the immunotherapy trials. Now, they try to understand the context. The keyword is different, but the context is same. It is the same thing they are trying to convey with the different keywords. So they try to understand the context in which the paper is, or the text is, or the content of a page is given, is written. So on the basis of the context, they try to put the particular page or on a higher rank or the lower rank for a particular search query. So that is very important also, that we do have a semantic corrections. Let me ask a question. It is not directly related to I mean this SEO, but that will help to understand something better. I give you two sentences. Okay, let me. Is it okay? Okay, let me know which one is correct. Some voices coming from excuse me, some voices coming. Okay, thank you. Okay, I am giving you two sentences. Let me know which one is correct. Okay, the first sentence says monkey eats banana. Okay, the sentence is correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Now the next sentence says banana eats monkey. The sentence is correct.
No,
Why?
sir. Because as per this one, no, this is not a possible thing according to the logic.
Exactly. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Logic,
Exactly.
logic.
This does not make sense, but the sentence itself from the English grammar point of view is correct, right? Agree?
Yes, it is.
Computer language, it is applicable.
Yes, it is.
Subject, no, I mean, say, see, banana is a noun, right? Subject plus verb plus object, a noun, verb, noun. This is a combination. This is a sentence structure on the basis of the structure, but it does not reflect to a semantic. This is what you are given as answer. That's exactly the answer is. I appreciate. So, because it does not make sense, it is not possible. It does not happen in the real life. In a very similar way, the semantic structure identifies that whatever is being conveyed to a particular category, whether it falls to some impossible, whether it is something that is very imaginary, and whether it can appear in a particular rank on search mechanism. This is what one of the things. I hope
So
I am clear.
can you please explain this again? I didn't understand. So thank you.
For semantic,
ये जो आपने अभी ये एग्जांपल दिया था ना, जो आपने ये केला मंकी, एंड इसके बाद जो आपने लॉजिक जो भी आपने कहा वो समझ नहीं पाई मैं.
okay, sure. Okay, I just repeat it again. I repeat it again.
जी.
The structure is in English context. It is that you use a subject, then you use a verb, then you use another subject. We say as noun, right? So this is what a structure is. But sometimes while we are good in the structure, the grammatical, there is no mistake, but it is not correct because it does not make some sense. Now, to whether it makes some sense or not, the one thing, and whether it makes sense for a particular direction is another thing. The both things are related, and this is what we termed as semantic orientation. And with the help of semantic search engine optimization, we try to identify those aspects, and we try to put the particular page in a particular rank on the basis of the relevance they are in that particular domain. This is what a semantic means.
Does it mean, so इसका क्या ये मतलब होगा सर कि अगर इंग्लिश ठीक नहीं लिखी है तो पेज रैंक ठीक नहीं होगा, या लॉजिक अगर क्लियर नहीं है तो द पेज रैंकिंग विल गो डाउन?
I don't say कि इंग्लिश ठीक नहीं है तो पेज रैंक नहीं होगा, but what I say कि अगर आपकी पेज रैंकिंग will be in a particular category, in a particular category. For example, there is a genre within. If you take any real life example, university you can take, right? Now, if we are taking a university, suppose business universities, business schools. So the school that deals with the business, that should be a business school. So the description of a school is written. If the semantics,
Meta description. Okay, got it.
got it. Okay,
Yes, thank you.
That excellent. So the few components of the search engine optimization that we discussed on page, that we have discussed right now, that we try to put the data into the structure, we try to make the page more visible. So we have to work on the page. So we say as on-page search engine optimization. There is an off-page search engine optimization as well. In this off-page Off-page SEO, what it involves basically, it involves external SEO efforts. It does not directly related to the page we are working. For example, such as a guest blogging that earns to the backlinks. That is what I told you earlier, that they try to have a link. That's a genuine page. The XYZ, I put 10 dummy pages, right? And they all try to divert the load to my page. So the number of the click is going to be more in my page. So we also work on that side. So that should be very fair. That should be very fair. If it is not that fair, what is going to happen? You must know. I will also take some slides on the later or in this discussion. There are some penalty from the Google. If there is something which is ingenuine or the fake or a kind of this, now Google is going to penalize this particular page, and they go down into the search ranking. So this is one of the good aspects that we can do, but we need to do is very ethically. Out of 10 pages, there must be 5, 6 at least fair pages. Otherwise, our page might go down in the ranking. That is one of the major issue with the off-page SEO. It was a traditional SEO. Initially, when it started, it was doing in the very same way. And in addition to the on-page SEO and off-page SEO, there are some technical search engine optimization aspect as well. For example, what it refers to optimizing your site's technical factor. For example, that we discussed earlier, page speed, mobile responsiveness, indexing errors, so that the search engines can crawl and index your site more easily. So basically, majorly, very fundamentally, you can say on-page SEO, off-page SEO, technical SEO. There is some evolution stages we have. This search engine optimization. It is started in 2000 and 2010. Any of you can please let me know that any search engine you might be knowing that was in the market before 2000? Any search engine name?
India Times.
Yahoo.
Yeah, Yahoo exactly. Yahoo was there. Yes. Anyone?
DuckDuckGo?
DuckDuckGo is very new.
DuckDuckGo is quite recent. It is India Times.
हो चुका है, हाँ, okay.
India
Before
Times.
2000. Before 2000.
MSN, Microsoft Network, MSN.
Microsoft was exactly.
Ask Jeeves भी होता था. Much before 1999, I think 98, 99. The first things I remember using is Ask Jeeves.
Okay. मैं जो सुनना चाह रहा था वो आंसर नहीं आ रहा है. Okay. There was a page Alta Vista.
Yes.
And वो सबसे ज़्यादा famous page था. I was on the school on that time, and I got a chance to interact with the MIT people of the Boston on that time, 99 basically. So they all were using Alta Vista. And then 98 में बर्थ हुआ इसका, और उसके बाद ये आना शुरू हुआ गूगल के बाद से, और उसके 2000 के बाद ये बूम पकड़ा 2004 से. लेकिन बेसिकली व्हाट हैपेंड ऑन दैट टाइम, व्हाई दे डिड नॉट, क्वेश्चन मैंने इसलिए पूछा था कि वो क्यों नहीं बूम किया जब उस वक्त वो मार्केट में था, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर फीचर. How they are working with the search engine optimization. अच्छा, when you search a particular word, कुछ भी सर्च कीजिए, आप अपना नाम सर्च कीजिए, जो आपका नाम है. आप you search on the Bing, you search on the Google, you search on the Yahoo, you search on the different DuckDuckGo, you search on the different search engine available in the market, and you will find the difference. You will find when the page coming out, you will find the difference how they are going to rank this. So this is why it matters. This is why it is not only because the particular page is coming onto the page rank or not. It is also important that whether the search engine itself is coming relevant to the people or not. Otherwise, no one is going to use that particular page that does not provide the correct output to their searches. This is why there cannot be more bias in this. They are biased. They use money as well, but they are doing in a very limited. Because of if user is not satisfied, they understand one or after another, after few years, they are going to crash. So this is why the topic is very important. I love this topic, and I appreciate the organizer who coined this. This is why sustainable visibility is important. It is not that today I am coming on the top. It is basically something that I remain top after 10 and 15 years as well. This is why it is important. So in that before 2010, we were using keyword-centric things like that. After we are using semantic also, and today we are using AI experience. We will discuss this in the later slides. We have the detailed slides for this, that especially for EAT and something like this. I will not put much effort on these topics basically, but I put this so that we understand that how it has evolved. So we started with the keyword stuffing, then we tried the exact match domain, then we have the directory submissions, a page, another page, they are the directory, they are connected. Then we have the article spinning, a different one after another. We have different performance in the keyword-centric search engine optimization. We have the forum comment backlinks, we have the blog roll links, we have the page rank scripting, we have the meta keyword, like someone in the this team told me that metaverse and the meta details are there. And then might be mass link building, so that how much link is there. So that does not quantify the quality. The last one, the mass link building, that is important. Example, there are 100 web pages, they all are directing to a web page A. Okay. Now, there are 10 web pages, they are directing to web page A. But out of 100, none of the page that anyone knows about it. It's a very local page. But out of these 10, all 10 are very famous pages, international page. Suppose it is Yahoo, suppose it is Microsoft, suppose it is Facebook, or any kind of, suppose it is the Guardian newspaper. Now, I would like to have a question. If a particular page is directed by 10 leading websites, and that's another web page is directed by that 100 local sites, which one you prefer to go? What do you think that which page should be more relevant, more worth to visit, in your opinion? What is your opinion?
The organic one, which
with the list
is not recommended by this one search engine.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if the number of link is given, I mean, there is a connection. The number of link is more, or the value of the linker, the one who is going to link, is more. That is the question. That is the way. So what it happened in the earlier stage, on that time, that page rank algorithm was a bit different. And what they do, they find out the number of links coming out of to that page. How many in direction is there, how many in degree of the page is there. So if there is 100 in degree, they put it as suppose the 100 point. If there is 10 in degree, they put it suppose the 10 point. So always 100 point is above than the 10 points, and therefore that is coming up on the ranking. Later on they changed. No, this is not fine. We need to make it weighted ranking. It is not only the page ranking, it should be weighted page ranking. And what they do, they try to weight every page. Suppose, for an example, to just a layman explanation, they put Yahoo as 10 points, suppose. They put Microsoft as 15 points. And suppose my page is my www.s3.com. They put this 0.5 points. Now, if a page of my grade, if we have 100 pages, 0.5 into 100, it becomes 50. So they are getting only 50 points. And Microsoft has 15 points. So any 4 websites of that caliber, if they recommend it, they got the 60 points, and they will put it in the higher in the ranking. This is how they are working. I hope it is clear.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
A weighted average method, basically.
Yes, exactly. In another way, after the evolution before 2020, and still today, not it is before only 2020, I just try to emphasize what is the more in the market. Basically, many of them are also using the same keyword part. Many of them also using semantic, and semantic is also working very much good in the many sectors. But the emphasis was on the semantic. There was a change from the keyword to semantic. Now there's some shift on the semantic to the AI generated things. So in the semantic or entity based SEO, they try to same thing that we discussed, this semantic indexing. They try to find the topic and cluster on that basis. They are trying to put the pillar pages. Suppose there are 5 connected pages, which should be the main or the theme of that content from the different websites as well as within the website. A web page can have more than 10 pages, 15 pages connected pages, so which is the theme of the web page. Similarly, a similar kind of 100 pages, which page should be treated perceived as one of the theme for all these. So this is how they try to evolve search engine optimization with respect to time, and they try to change it. Now, after this, the new version is this, that they have got AI and the trust in the search engine optimization. And trust plays a very important role. We understand this. Now, there is experience, expertise, and the authority, or you can say this, and authoritativeness and the trustworthiness. We say as EAT optimization technique. So we optimize on the basis of experience. We optimize on the basis of expertise. We optimize on the basis of the authority you have on that, the knowledge you have on that, and we try to optimize on the basis of trust we have. So we optimize for trustworthiness to gain the trust. This is what the meaning. We try to infer here. Or we also try to change the AI-driven content planning. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. So what kind of content we can generate, and what are the different protocol we can say that we should use for AI driven contents. So that also makes some effect. I am not sure if you have seen this. I just few days back I was just browsing something like that. So what I saw and found a particular page that uses a lot of AI. So itself, suppose Google itself give you AI recommendation. I mean AI summarization. If I search, suppose Amitabh Bachchan, for example. So what they do, Amitabh Bachchan, they summarize the Amitabh Bachchan life and the complete different information on the different pages into the one place. So sometimes AI summarizations are encouraged by these algorithms. Sometimes it backfires. So we need to understand the way it is being done and what to retain and what not to retain. Similarly, in the video SEO, you must have seen YouTube and the shorts and the reels. There were the long videos for them. In the early stages, we cannot put more than 9-10 minutes video on the YouTube. You might have seen this. If we want to upload, then we need to upload in the chunks, like status we have. You cannot put more than 10 minutes. We cannot upload this in 2018. Then they change this. Now you have a complete 3 hours things and the more 10-hour documentary in the YouTube. But the people are going through the shorts. They go for the reel. Now suppose there's a reel from my side, and a bunch of people are going to like that. So what will happen? So they are going to go to my page, and then they are going to check out the complete video. Or for example, we go for a speaker, motivational speaker. Now they're the shorts of that motivational speaker, and we love this. Oh, he's a good man. He's talking very fair things. Then we go to their homepage or the main page, and then we go to listen to the long speeches. So this is how it works. So they are trying to utilize and optimize the thing in a way so that their products are become visible. This is the main thing they are all working on. Okay. So, sorry. So we are now here, the sustainable visibility. So what it is basically. So basically, we are concerned with the long-term search visibility, ethical part of the search engine optimization, high quality evergreen content, and UI and UX are the part of the designing. So we are supposed to have very good user experience. We want to provide this. So we are centered and focused on the user experience. So this is the major component, the demand and the objective of the sustainable visibility. There are some features of sustainable visibility. The one is the long-term search visibility, right? And it is basically ranking for keywords consistently because the content genuinely helps user, not because we trick the user. This is the content. This is what we are discussing for the last 45 minutes. It should be genuine. It should be organic. It should be ethical. It is not that we trick someone to come to the page, but it is because they are coming to the page because it is genuine. For example, in the a few months back, you might have seen this in the news, the Meesho or different web page. I don't remember the page. It is not exactly Meesho, any online seller. And the police raided their godown, and there was a fake Nike shoes, and there are fake Reebok shoes, and there are so now people initially what everyone tried to purchase because they are giving you Nike shoes and the 700 rupees. But now they come to know that this is fake. They have just sealed this. They are just making a fake select. So no one is going to switch over there. So we are not concerned with the one-time show that ek baar dekho aur wo paisa kama liya. It is basically we are trying to take it long. We are trying to make it a long-lasting, consistent performer. In a very similar way, we need to have ethical search engine optimization. This is what we say as white hat, and we are trying to avoid the black hat search engine optimization. That is the same thing. We do not want to manipulate something. We do not want to put spammy backlinks. The backlinks should be very fair. In a very similar way, we need to have very high quality green content that produces values for the years. For example, fairness. If we are talking about fairness, they put the values about the fairness. Very deep discussion is there. So the content is very important. The content is very fair. It is very valuable. So one is coming to the page because of the value of the content. This is what we are trying to put into this. And there should be some strong technical foundation also. Website should be fast. The mobile responsiveness should be good. We can also relate this into our context, like Google Scholar and Outsheet. They are connected to each other because of that digital identity. And suppose there's Professor Kumar. Now, Professor Kumar also we know. Now it is related to a lot of different Kumar. So we know, no, this is the particular S. Kumar with the help of Orchid, and we understand, okay, this is his research, and his value becomes visible and obvious to the entire society. And one of the last part in this particular context is the user experience centered, because user should feel good. If we have everything good, but the user is not overall satisfied because of any technical reason, any content related issues, any semantic issues, it is not going to work. So for user, what we need as a user, if we go for on a page, what we are looking as a user, the same any other will be looking while they are coming to my page. They want that it should load fast. They want it is easy to navigate. They want it should not have a bounce rate higher. It should engage the visitor. It should be interactive, colorful, like that. This is what they are. That should be the user experience part. In addition to this, for our in our context for academia and professional angle, we are supposed to understand this for a long-term discoverability of scholarly content. मतलब Google Scholar में एक पेज आया. No, you go to Google Scholar, you search suppose artificial intelligence in management. Now today you search, you might find one article. After 10 days, you might find another article for the same query. Now, if your query is relevant, is cited, people are going and visiting the same thing for many years, even for the 1 year, 2 years, and the 5 years, for the same query, artificial intelligence in management, the same paper will appear in the Google Scholar. This is the value if we put the content correct. I hope I am very clear in illustrating all these things, right?
Correct, sir.
Okay. This is another. I do have some illustration also. I have many images also. So we have enough time. So I will go through. I want to put some contents. You know, there should be some material, work material that we can discuss. Then I have a lot of different things to share in the next slide also.
Yes.
This is very interesting. That says EET. That is experience, expertise, and then the authoritativeness, and then the trustworthiness. And you know these things are used by Google for to rank the values on the basis of credibility and the content. And it is also relevant, the same concept that they use to the search engine optimization for their in any web page. It is also connected and concerned in our case with the view from paper publication point of view, from the publication of research point of view. For example, institutional authority, whether a paper which is being published, whether there is an author from a good institute or not, reputed institute or not, where this paper is particularly cited by, suppose I work in artificial intelligence, suppose there is anyone in your team who also works in artificial intelligence, the same domain. Now, if I am going to cite a paper, if you are citing a paper, that might impact my citation also. I would also like to have, okay, he is citing, उसने cite किया है, अच्छा paper काम करता है, लो मैं भी देखता हूँ क्या है इसमें, and then also I go to cite. So there is a peer citations also. Now, once you cite a paper, तो जिसका पेपर आपने साइट किया है वो देखेगा ना ये पेपर पब्लिश हुआ, अच्छा उसने भी पेपर पब्लिश किया. So they also try to import from your ideas, from your article, and there is a very high chances that they also try to cite your paper if that is published in a good avenue. So this is how the peer citation works basically. There is some transparent authorship might happen when we have this kind of system. And then the source verifiability, whatever the journal is, you know, there's a clone journal. I am very sure you must know this because all the academia people are there, senior people are there. There's a clone journal. I don't have a screenshot. I can show you if I search. There's a lot of journals. Suppose there is a journal of glacier technology from Canada. There's a genuine journal. It is SCI journal. It has an impact factor. Now the same name, a different page is created somewhere in the internet, and they say the same thing, same impact factor. They ask you money, they give you, put your paper here, and I will publish in this time, and they publish in their page. That paper is not going to index in Scopus. That paper is not going to index in Web of Science. But on the basis and the name of the genuine paper journal, they are just charging money, and they are taking money from us. And I know many people, they are putting thousands of dollars to publish from those journals. So, I reported the same thing to the Scopus SJR. Okay, there is a fake thing. And what more surprisingly, in the page SJR citation general ranking page, source is Saimago ka, uspe when you go and search the general name, it was directing to the fake page and not the real page. That is the height of the search engine optimization. You see this. So we need to verify the source also. As a solution to this problem also, this existing, we can make it more clear. Now, I'm trying to make it more clear how we can do it for the semantic point of view. So in semantic content optimization, this is the recent advanced semantic features has been added to the previous work. And it is for putting the things in a very sustainable way, a sustainable solution basically. And the main objective is to build topic authority instead of chasing volatile keywords. Whether we are going for a keyword AI, we are trying to understand the context in it. I should have taken the time to let understand my audience also. I believe there are senior professors and faculties, and you might be working on systematic literature review. Please let me allow some times to discuss this thing. I am very sure that the people sitting over here, they understand systematic literature review, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, thank you. You see, because my slides is open into my screen, I can only see my slides. I cannot see any people's faces over here. Okay, right now. I just will have a few questions. Systematic literature review. So what we do here, it is a very good connection of the search engine optimization. What we do here, usually we try to search a keyword. Suppose I want to write a systematic literature paper on artificial intelligence in marketing management, suppose. So we will frame some queries. Artificial intelligence and marketing management and machine learning and marketing enhancement and strategies. A kind of keywords we will create, then we'll put this keyword to the Scopus and different databases. They will give some papers, 1,000 papers, 500 papers. Then we'll put some inclusion exclusion criteria to filter out the paper, and then the reduced number of pages, 50, 100, 150, 200, whatever we understand. We will put those pages as a final consideration for the review. Am I right? This is what we do?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right, okay. Now, in the real life scenario, what happens if there is a paper and there are the keywords, artificial intelligence, the keyword is there, marketing management, the keyword is there. But you go to the paper and you read the paper, what you come to know, it is entirely different paper. There is nothing to do with the AI. There is nothing to do with the marketing management, or they are either it is marketing management without AI, or it might be AI without marketing management. So the theme is totally different despite they are using the same keyword. In that context, we can understand, okay, so for that purpose, what we need to understand that no, we need to semantic. We need to perform the semantic. Recently, there was a very interesting story, real story. I got a mail 1 month back, the last month, from University of Minnesota, from USA. There was a researcher, Professor Ami, I guess. She mailed me and she asked me that there is a paper, ChatGPT and Gemini, which writes better. There's a paper, my paper is on the Springer Journal of Academic Ethics. They asked me just to tell me whether you have used the hallucination part in your paper or not. Whether you have used or not. I am writing a paper, systematic literature review, and I have gone through your paper. Your title falls into our category, but I am not sure if the work and the methodology is up to that falls into the scope of the review paper, our review. So whether I can include your paper or not, I'm just asking this. This was her major questions. You believe me, I was very amazed by knowing this. A person sitting in USA, she is writing to me to understand the methodology I am using so that they can incorporate and include my paper in her research. And I believe, I know I have written more than 20 systematic review. I have in a good journal also. There are the people who have more than 50, 60 review paper. And none of us is going this, pain to ourselves. We will check the content. We say title, we say abstract, and we put this into the paper. This is how it differs. This is why their journals, their papers are cited and valued in the different platform, and this is where we stand. This is why I try to convey that why it is important. Not only the keyword, the semantic is also important. This is why we are trying to introduce this, so that the AI fairness and these things comes into the picture. And we try to cluster with the help of topic in which it is written.
So,
yes.
सर ये जो आपने अभी कहा कि रिसर्च पेपर में भी सिमेंटिक्स काफी इम्पोर्टेंस रखता है, ये रिसर्च पेपर में सिमेंटिक्स यू आर रेफरिंग टू इज इन विच पार्ट सर? विल इट कम इन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट कह रहे हैं आप, या फिर मतलब या ओवरऑल कह रहे हैं?
नहीं, सेमांटिक्स तो पेपर का ओवरऑल कह रहा हूँ, और मैं कह रहा हूँ ये पर्टिकुलरली मैं कह रहा हूँ सिस्टमेटिक लिटरेचर रिव्यू लिखिंग इन एनी डायरेक्शन, इन एनी डोमेन, किसी भी पेपर का, मैनेजमेंट, लाइफ साइंस, कंप्यूटर साइंस, अगर उसका हम सिस्टमेटिक लिटरेचर रिव्यू लिखते हैं जिसमें हमें इंक्लूजन एक्सप्लेन क्राइटेरिया, उसके कॉन्टेक्स्ट में कह रहा हूँ कि हम कीवर्ड से पेपर हम लेते हैं, राइट? लेकिन कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि बहुत सारे पेपर में कीवर्ड्स तो होते हैं पर वो पेपर उस डोमेन का नहीं होता है, वो पेपर में जो थीम है,
एकदम सही बात है जी,
ठीक है ना?
जी सर,
ओके,
थैंक यू.
ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ दिस सेमांटिक वर्क्स. वी ट्राई टू राइट फॉर सेमांटिक इंटेंट ना, मतलब हम हो क्या रहा है, देखिए मैं आपको बिलीव कीजिए, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि मान लीजिए मैंने एक पेपर लिखा एआई पे, एआई में बहुत बड़ा डोमेन है, मैंने उसमें CNN यूज नहीं किया, लेकिन वो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का पार्ट है, मैंने एब्स्ट्रैक्ट पे कहीं पे भी लिख दिया कि CNN भी अच्छा काम करता है, मैंने ये यूज किया है. अगर किसी ने मेरा पेपर का थीम नहीं पढ़ा, पूरा पेपर नहीं पढ़ा, तो मेरे एब्स्ट्रैक्ट को देख के ये
रॉन्गली साइटेशन हो जाएगी.
एग्जैक्टली. तो अब अच्छा ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं? ऐसा इसलिए कर रहे हैं कि मुझे CNN का रिसर्चर बनना है. एक प्रोजेक्ट आने वाला है अमेरिका में जो CNN के फील्ड के पेपर को मिलेगा. मैं ये दिखाना चाह रहा हूँ कि मेरे CNN 10 पेपर पब्लिश हैं, मैंने CNN यूज कर लिया, लेकिन इट विल नॉट वर्क ऑल द टाइम. ये वन टाइम तो काम करेगा, ऑन अ लॉन्गर रेंज ये वर्क नहीं करेगा. दिस इज व्हाट आई इंटेंड एंड दिस इज आई हैव रिटन. वी आर सपोज्ड टू राइट फॉर सेमांटिक इंटेंट. दिस इज व्हाट इट बेसिकली रिफर्स टू. आई होप इट इज क्लियर.
जी सर, ये थोड़ा सा एथिक्स में भी ओवरलैप कर जाता है.
एग्जैक्टली एथिक्स में करता है, एग्जैक्टली बिल्कुल एथिक्स में करता है. लेकिन बेसिकली हम लोग जो ये सस्टेनेबल विजिबिलिटी की बात कर रहे हैं, ये ऑल एंड ऑल एथिक है कि हम कैसे एथिकल मेंटेनेंस को बढ़ावा दें, इन्हांस करें, ताकि ये चीजें आगे तक चले. विदाउट एथिक्स अगर हम करेंगे तो सस्टेनेबल हो ही नहीं सकता. फॉर सस्टेनेबिलिटी द प्राइम थिंग इट शुड होल्ड द एथिकल पार्ट एज वेल. तो हम लोग एथिक्स पे ही डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं. मैं अभी कुछ एथिकल चीजें दिखाऊंगा आप लोग को, मेरे पास से कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग चीजें. थोड़ा सा टेक्स्ट पार्ट को हम पूरा कर लेते हैं. ये देखिए, आपने एथिक्स की बात की एंड वी हैव एथिकल एसईओ, राइट? सो एथिकल एसईओ है एंटी मैनिपुलेटिव प्रैक्टिसेस है बेसिकली. तो हम लोग वही जो सेम चीजें हम अभी डिस्कस कर रहे हैं बहुत देर से, कि हम लिंक फार्म्स में हिडन टेक्स्ट को, फेक एंगेजमेंट को हटाएंगे, उसको अवॉइड करेंगे, और हम लेजिटिमेट लिंक बिल्डिंग करेंगे, एकेडमिक साइटेशन हो या कोलैबोरेशन हो, और हम इसी तरह जो गूगल सर्च एसेंशियल्स है उससे अलाइन करेंगे, अदरवाइज दे माइट पुट अस पेनल्टी ऑन दैट. सो एथिक इज बेसिकली लॉन्ग टर्म सस्टेनेबिलिटी. मैं इसमें वापस आऊंगा, पहले इसमें आ रहा हूँ, ठीक है ना? जैसे मैंने कहा ना, यहाँ पे एथिकल एकेडमिक साइटेशन होना चाहिए. ये आप देखिए, ये है सपोज M अहमद कोई नाम है, मैंने सिर्फ सर्च किया, किसी पर्टिकुलर पर्सन को मैं वो नहीं कर रहा हूँ, उसमें इंडिकेट नहीं करना चाह रहा हूँ. अगर हम M अहमद सर्च करते हैं ना, M can be Muhammad, M can be Mukhtar, M can be Mushtaq, M can be Moin, M can be Mubin, M can be anyone Ahmed. Now, if I am M Ahmed and you are also M Ahmed and you are also M Ahmed, what will happen? I can import your paper into my ResearchGate profile, into my Google Scholar profile, intentionally or unintentionally. Both are possible, but I can do that. Now, what will happen? In my name, that is M Ahmed, at the end of my name, all the papers which is not even relevant to me, they all are appearing in my Google Scholar citation because my name is M Ahmed, and there are a lot of good M Ahmed. They have a lot of papers, and I don't have. And I can show you a lot of people that exist, and I know a lot of professors. There are their paper who is not written by them. They are not their paper, and they have claimed their paper intentionally or unintentionally. I don't know. This is I'm not going to discuss. But they have, and they show they are being reflected into their Google Scholar profile, their ResearchGate profile, and they are increasing the citation. Increasing the citation is what? Search engine optimization that we people are doing basically. But there's a legitimate way, there's an illegitimate way. This is not the legitimate way. This is not just, this is unethical. So this is a kind of basically. So this is why we need to have the ethical search engine optimization. We do not need to have the manipulative. We need to make it very robust, fair, and authentic. One of the more example, this is very interesting example. I would like, and I request everyone to have some patience on in this slide. I'm very sure you will find something in your knowledge bucket once we finish this slide. Yes, there are the different biases exist in the online system. For now, online system, I'm saying as recommender system because we work online, we are engaged online on a different form because we need recommendation, the movie recommendation, dini book recommendation, our own religious book recommendation, the item recommendation, anything, any recommendations. So we work on that, right? Now there exists a lot of bias in the system where it matters. Now we have different colors. See, every block has a different color, okay, a arrow even in a different color. We will discuss one by one. Now let's connect this with this saffron color, right? This orange color. Jobs recommendation. What happens? You see here, there's a male of 27 years age, there's a male of 25 years of age, and there's a female of 21 years of age. They are the users, right? Now they are applying for a job. LinkedIn, it might be LinkedIn, it might be any job portfolio, anything. Now, what happens? It is a research, it is a proven research that the number of job appearing for a male candidate for the same feature, for the same degree, for the same caliber, it does not appear to the female candidate. Okay. So for the same caliber, the same thing is going to happen or being recommended to a male particular user, but it does not going to reflect to the female user. This is what we say gender bias, or we also say as demographic bias. So there's a lot of bias happening in the system, in the search engine optimization, which is not fair. This is what I'm trying to convey on the very basic term. So there is a gender bias in recommendation as well. So it recommends something to one particular gender and does not to the another gender. For example, in the job case, it is a research that it reflects more to the boys, male candidate, and less to the female candidate. In a very similar way, sometimes what happens, see here, they are connected to each other. Okay, they are the colleagues of this lady. Now they are writing a review for a particular item, and they say, suppose these two people say excellent and good. Okay, now she wants to write as a bad, but because of the influence of their colleague, their senior, their environment, सब दोस्त कह रहे थे तो मैं भी कर दिया, मैंने भी कर दिया, on the influence of the user, without any genuine reason, they just change their opinion to a particular item or anything. This is what a bias, and we say this as sequential bias. It also exists in the recommender system. It also exists in the search engine optimization problem. They change the view on the basis of the friend's recommendation or the society recommendation, or on the basis of the influence of the society. In a very similar way, what happens? You can, if you can see this this item, this blue list of ranked items. Okay, so there's a lot of items in Flipkart, in Amazon, which are ranked higher and which are ranked lower. So now the top positions are always recommended, but the lower are not recommended. This is the niche items, right? They are not recommended. If it happens in the real scenario, we say this as the position bias. Because of the position, it is on the higher rank and it is on the lower rank. It is recommended, it popped up on the outcome, and it does not pop up in the outcome. This is something that is that hinders the quality of the recommendation and search engine optimization. We say this as position bias. In a very similar way, there are some items which are not ranked higher, but they are most popular item. They are most frequently bought item. For example, Acer is not the highest, I mean the best laptop. Okay, not top ranked. HP is there, Dell is there. Okay, iPhone, I mean iOS is there. Apple laptops are there. But Acer, for some time in the Amazon, they were buying, they were selling some laptop on 45,000 for, you know, the latest processor and the GPU, everything. So they have sold a lot of number of Acer. So they are coming on the sites upper because of they are the popular. because of the popularity they have, they gain, they are coming on the top of the paper. It is not because of the rank. It happens, if it happens, what will happen? This is we say as popularity bias. So because of the popularity, we are trying to purchase these, they are coming. हालांकि यहाँ पे कुछ और भी हो सकता था, लेकिन हम उसको नहीं देख रहे बिकॉज वो पॉपुलर नहीं हो सकता है, इससे अच्छा आइटम देयर इज द मार्केट, लेकिन हम उसको देखने नहीं जा रहे बिकॉज वो पॉपुलर नहीं है. सो इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ बायस एज वेल. कभी कभी क्या होता है कि you have relevant items but you have less relevant item, और less relevant item को forcefully आपको दिया जाता है ताकि इसकी बिक्री हो सके. It can be come into the market, it can be bought, it can be sold, it can be anything in the market. If it happens, we say this anchoring bias. We anchor the biasness in this system. And one more there is exposure bias. Now, what exposure bias is? Basically, in the same condition, both example included, the frequent item example and the ranked item example. Those which are not, they don't have that, those exposure to the system, to the society, to the algorithm, they are not going to be coming up on the search engine optimization problems. So this is called this exposure bias. So these are the different biases are existing in the market, in the online system. So we need to understand whether we are being a victim of doing this, or we are using and we are not doing these manipulations. So there's a lot of aspects of the biasness that we are supposed to, and we need to think about that. Similarly, I just explained this Google Scholar citation biases as well. Now, also, if you see, you will find in large language model, I mean, in ChatGPT also, in Gemini also, in any model. Now they are also biased, a bias to many things in different contexts. In different contexts. For example, I have put here a photo of a cardiologist, right? A photo of a cardiologist. Now, when we did the same thing on vision language models, that state of the art large language model, जो बिल्कुल latest है, जो सबसे high performing है, when we put this a photo of a cardiologist, और इसमें different ये जो model है ना, ये हमारे AI के सबसे जो latest ATL14, ये पेपर हमारा इंटर स्पीच एक कॉन्फ्रेंस है, वहां अभी जस्ट पब्लिश हुआ है, और वो हमारे फील्ड में कॉन्फ्रेंस की वैल्यू, कंप्यूटर साइंस में बहुत वैल्यू होती है. A-स्टार कॉन्फ्रेंस है, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस इन द वर्ल्ड. उसमें ये पेपर आया है. मैं उसमें से आपको ये अपना एक मॉडल दिखाना चाह रहा हूँ. अब जब हमने इनसे कहा ए फोटो ऑफ ए कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट, तो देखिए इसमें क्या आ रहा है. ये हमेशा लड़का आ रहा है, मैन आ रहा है, मेल आ रहा है, और अक्सर इंडियन आ रहे हैं. ओके, तो कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट का मतलब ये इंडियन मेल समझ रहा है. इसमें कोई डॉक्टर लेडी नहीं आ रही है, और कोई चाइनीज नहीं आ रहा है, कोई अरब नहीं आ रहा है, कोई यूरोपियन नहीं आ रहा है. नो, हम इंडियन है तो अच्छा है, हमें डॉक्टर बोल रहा है, दैट इज गुड, वी आर हैप्पी विद दैट. लेकिन फीमेल इसमें नहीं है, दूसरे डेमोग्राफिक लोग इसमें इंक्लूडेड नहीं है. दे आर नॉट included in this response. I say this as a bias because उनको जो जवाब देना था वो जवाब उनका वैसा नहीं आया. We have a time. आप एक काम कर सकती हैं, आप लोगों के पास अभी लैपटॉप पे हैं, आप लोग मोबाइल पे हैं, लैपटॉप पे हैं क्या? मतलब मैं चाह रहा था कि क्या आपके पास इतना टाइम है कि आप एक क्यूरी चैट जीपीटी में या कोई भी टूल में कर सकती है? इतना वक्त है आपके पास, कर पाइएगा?
यस.
अगर कर सकते हैं, वरना मैं करके दिखा भी सकता हूँ. अगर आप कर सकते हैं तो आप चैट जीपीटी को ओपन कीजिए और आप उसमें लिखिए जनरेट इमेज ऑफ एन एलिफेंट विद नोटस, विदाउट देयर द हाथी के दांत नहीं होने चाहिए, विद नोटस. आप करके देखिए तो क्या आता है. चैट जीपीटी 4 है तो 4 पे कीजिए, 5 है तो 5 पे कीजिए.
Sir, it is possible if you can show it here so that everyone can see it.
That I agree with this. I agree with this.
That's fine.
I agree with this. Okay, let me show this. Okay. Okay, now I think my paper is visual, right? You can see my paper. देख पा रहे हैं ना?
Screen is हाँ दिख रहा है सर, screen दिख रहा है.
Yes, okay, ठीक. देखिए, मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ. ये पेपर हमने एक साल पहले लिखा था, अब थोड़ा सा मॉडिफाई हुआ होगा. अगर आप प्रॉम्प्ट देते हैं ना, जनरेट इमेज ऑफ ए पर्सन डॉग विथ नो स्पेक्टिकल, सी है, मैंने डॉग इसलिए लिखा है कि जो जेमिनी है ना वो इंसान की फोटो उस वक्त नहीं दे रहा था। दिस इज 1 years बैक, ये एक्सपेरिमेंट हमने 1 साल पहले किया था। ठीक, तो जब हमने इसको ये प्रॉम्प्ट दिया तो आप ये देखिए, ये इमेज में थोड़ा और बड़ा कर देता हूँ, थोड़ा सा विजुअल हो जाएगा। ओके दैट्स गुड। ठीक, अब आप देखिए, मैंने कहा कि आप वो दिए चश्मे के साथ हमें इंसान दिए, ठीक है ना। ये इसके पास चश्मा है, इसके पास चश्मा है, इन तीनों के पास, इन दो के पास चश्मा है, इसके पास चश्मा नहीं है, ठीक है। ये नहीं चश्मे के बगैर, ये चश्मा के साथ नहीं है, ये चश्मा के साथ है, ये ठीक है। अब हमने कहा ये जो ऊपर वाला है ये ChatGPT 4 का था, ठीक। हमने इससे पूछा कोपायलट से, कोपायलट ने जो आंसर दिया देखिए, ये चश्मा के साथ है, ये बगैर चश्मे के, ठीक। और डॉग में देखिए आप, ये दोनों बगैर चश्मे के, ये हमें जेमिनी ने दी। क्या मतलब है कि ये जो हमसे सवाल पूछ रहे हैं उसमें भी ये गलत रिस्पॉन्स कर रहा है, यानी कुछ तस्वीर वो वैसी भी दे रहा है जो चश्मे के बगैर है। मैं आपको कुछ और भी दिखाता हूँ, यू कैन ऑल्सो ट्राई दिस, आप कर सकती। ओके सी है, हमने इससे कहा कि आप एलिफेंट दिखाइए विथ नो टच, सब के सब देखिए आप ये जो है टच के साथ है। हमने इनको यहाँ कहा था हमें आप वो इमेज दीजिए विथ नो स्पेक्टेकल, स्पेक्टेकल नहीं होना चाहिए, मतलब उसका चश्मा नहीं होना चाहिए। आप देखिए ये तो सही है, ये सही है, ये दो सही है, बाकी सब ये गलत है। इन द वेरी सिमिलर वे, इन द वेरी सिमिलर वे मैंने उससे ये पूछा कि आप हाथी दिखाइए बगैर दांत के, विथ नो टच, सबके टच हैं। हमने लिखा शो मी द बुके विथ नो फ्लावर इन ब्लू कलर, और तब भी ये देखिए ब्लू कलर के साथ दिखा रहा है। हमने उसे इमेज दिया, प्रॉम्प्ट दिया कि शो मी अ मार्केट विथ नो कार, तब भी देखिए कार के साथ दिखा रहे, यू कैन सी दिस। ओके, दिस इज द पब्लिश पेपर, आप इसको देख सकते हैं, अवेलेबल है। हमने कहा कि शो मी ए कार, जनरेट इमेज ऑफ ए कार विथ नो डॉग ऑन द रूफ, और ये डॉग के साथ ही दिखा रहा है। ओके ना, मैं बोल क्या रहा हूँ कि जो चीज हम उसको कह रहे हैं करने के लिए वो नहीं कर रहा है, जो चीज हमको वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग कि इसको ये चीज करनी चाहिए वो उसके खिलाफ ही कर रहा है। यानी ये लेटेस्ट मॉडल में भी ये प्रॉब्लम आ रही है। सिमिलरली जब हम उसको ये कह रहे हैं कि आप हमको मेल डॉक्टर दिखाई दो, वो सिर्फ कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट में इंडियन मेल ही को दिखा रहा है, नो बोल रहा हूँ तो वो नो नहीं समझ रहा। वी से दिस इज अ नो सिंड्रोम। इन अ वेरी सिमिलर वे ये सोरा का है, सोरा इज द वीडियो मॉड्यूल ऑफ द ChatGPT। आप लोगों ने अगर यूज किया होगा पेड वर्जन में, हमने उससे कहा कि आप एक कॉन्फिडेंट आदमी का वीडियो बनाइए, तो उसने जो वीडियो बनाया एक कॉन्फिडेंट वीडियो बनाइए, एक पर्सन का, नॉट एन आदमी, पर्सन। तो कॉन्फिडेंट उसने लड़के का बनाया, आप देख सकती हैं, ठीक। हमने शाई कहा तो लड़की का बनाया, इमोशनल कहा तो फीमेल का, इरेशनल कहा तो बॉयज का, डॉक्टर कहा तो बॉयज का, नर्स कहा तो गर्ल्स का। नो, देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन, व्हाई ए गर्ल, व्हाई फीमेल कैन नॉट बी ए डॉक्टर एंड व्हाई मेल कैन नॉट बी ए नर्स? नर्स तो होते हैं ना। तो नो, देयर इज अ स्टीरियोटाइपिंग। So we are supposed to draft and curate the search engine optimization where there should be no stereotyping. भाई कोई भी डॉक्टर हो सकता है, कोई भी नर्स हो सकता है। एक CEO हमने कहा प्लीज जनरेट द इमेज ऑफ एन CEO, तो ये CEO में क्या किया इसने मेल को ही बनाया। हमने कहा सेक्रेटरी तो फीमेल को बनाया। बिकॉज ऑफ द सोसाइटी, बिकॉज ऑफ द डेटा दे आर रीडिंग, मोस्टली ऐसा होता है, इसलिए उसने ऐसा किया। बट व्हाट आई से दिस इज ए काइंड ऑफ स्टीरियोटाइपिंग। यू कैन नॉट स्टीरियोटाइप ए पर्टिकुलर जेंडर, a caste, a region, a religion. You cannot put them as an you cannot put them as a stereotype नहीं कर सकते ना आप उसको, अब ये ऐसा ही होगा। डॉक्टर कोई भी हो सकता है। अच्छा, मैंने यहाँ ऐड नहीं किया क्योंकि वो ऑडियो है। हमने ये सेम चीज ऑडियो पे भी, ये वीडियो वाला दिखाया आपको, ये आपको मैंने इमेज का दिखाया, हमने सेम ऑडियो पे भी एक्सपेरिमेंट किया। यानी हमने बहुत सारे ऑडियो लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल होते हैं, दे रिस्पॉन्स इन द ऑडियो फॉर्म। आप उससे कुछ पूछिएगा तो वो ऑडियो में जवाब देगा आपको। हमने कहा कि ए डॉक्टर टॉकिंग, उसने जब जो ऑडियो बनाया फोन पे बात करते हुए किसी मेल का। हमने कहा ए पुअर मैन टॉकिंग, तो उसने बनाया ऐसा जैसे कोई इंडियन आदमी बोल रहा हो, उसके एक्सेंट में बनाया। हमने कहा कि ए सेक्रेटरी टॉकिंग, तो उसने किसी फीमेल की आवाज में बोला। तो ये बायस पूरे एआई मॉडल में, नॉट ओनली इन द, और यही चीज सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन को रिलेट करती है। अगर बिकॉज देयर सी जो ChatGPT है ना वो जनरेटिव मॉडल है, लेकिन इसके साथ साथ दूसरे लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल है जो जनरेटिव नहीं होते, जो मैचिंग होते हैं। दे आर ए काइंड ऑफ सर्च इंजन, जैसे क्लिप है, ओपन क्लिप है, लॉट ऑफ देयर, वो इसी से इन्फ्लुएंस्ड है। इन अ वेरी सिमिलर वे, सॉरी, ये ऑडियो वाला भी हुआ, वीडियो वाला भी हुआ, इमेज वाला भी हुआ। तो यहाँ पे ये प्रॉब्लम हो रही, इसको हमें रिटेन नहीं करना है, बल्कि हमको इसको ठीक करना है। इसके लिए हमारे पास एक सोल्यूशन आता है, और हम कहते हैं कि हम अगर वेब पेज बनाएंगे तो हम उसको टेक्निकल भी स्ट्रांग रखेंगे, एथिकल भी स्ट्रांग रखेंगे, और इन्वायरमेंटल भी रखेंगे। एंड वी से दिस एज अ वेब सस्टेनेबिलिटी। उसके बाद हम क्या करते हैं, हम कहते हैं कि हम उसको ऑप्टिमाइज करेंगे इमेजेस को, उसका हेवी स्क्रिप्ट रिड्यूस करेंगे, हम ग्रीन होस्टिंग करेंगे, और उसमें गूगल क्लाउड कार्बन है, ये सब यूज करेंगे। ये एक पेज है वेबसाइट carbon.com, अगर आप यहाँ जाइएगा, ये इज अ लिंक अवेलेबल, यू कैन गो टू द पेज। वो आप वेब पेज का लिंक डालिए, वो बता देता है कि आपका पेज कितना ज्यादा कंज्यूम कर रहा है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को, और वो का स्ट्रक्चर और कंटेंट और लाइट और वो जो कमीशन है वो कितना सही है कितना सही नहीं है, गूगल इसको यूज करता है और इसके बेसिस पे वो एसेस करता है। तो दिस इज हाउ वी डू। तो डिजिटल कार्बन फुटप्रिंट है वेबसाइट्स का, तो डेटा ट्रांसफर हो रहा है, डिवाइस एनर्जी ले रही है, वेब डिजाइनिंग में, साइट होस्टिंग, इन सब में कितना आपका एनर्जी कंज्यूम हो रहा है, ज्यादा हो रहा है और पेज का कंटेंट उतना नहीं है और उस पर लोड उतना नहीं है, तो वो ये कहेगा कि सस्टेनेबल नहीं है। उसको सस्टेनेबल बनाने के लिए फिर हमको रिड्यूस करने के लिए सजेशन आएगा कि हम कहाँ पे रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं। तो हम ये चाह रहे हैं कि हमारे पास वो टेक्निकली साउंड हो, इन्वायरमेंटल में भी उसका ज्यादा असर ना पड़े, और एथिकल जो एस्पेक्ट है वो भी उसमें रिटेन हो। थोड़े से मैट्रिक्स है जिसके बेसिस पे हम ये आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं, जैसे ऑर्गेनिक ट्रैफिक है, बाउंस रेट है, क्लिक रेट थ्रू है, ड्वेल टाइम है। ड्वेल टाइम कहते हैं कितना देर कोई आपकी साइट पे रुक रहा है, आ तो रहा है लेकिन वो स्टे कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है। और डोमेन अथॉरिटी है। इसी तरह डिफरेंट टूल्स है इसके लिए, गूगल सर्च कंसोल है, गूगल एनालिटिक्स है, एश्रेफ से, ये सब डिफरेंट टूल्स है जिसपे ये काम करता है। तो ये सारा एक डोमेन है जिसमें सर्च इंजन एक बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है। ये सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन का जो भी ये वेबसाइट इसको अच्छे से कर पा रहे हैं, ये बहुत, मेरा एक स्टूडेंट है वो BCA किया है, वो यही काम करता है, उसकी अपनी पूरी कंपनी है, इंस्टा पे उसके मोर देन 7 मिलियन उसके फॉलोअर्स हैं और उसी से वो जनरेट कर रहा है पूरा, उसने पूरा वो स्टार्टअप खोल रखा है। तो SEO बहुत अच्छा काम है अगर हम इसको थोड़ा सा उस डायरेक्शन में सोच सके तो। और इसमें बहुत सारी चीजें भी आ रही हैं जो आज की डेट में हमको हमारे रिसर्च से रिलेट कर सकती हैं, एकेडमिक्स में भी हमको फायदा पहुंच सकता है। तो डिफरेंट इसके रिसर्च इस पर इमर्जिंग एरियाज है। वन ऑफ द एरिया इज सर्च बायस एंड एल्गोरिथमिक ट्रांसपेरेंसी, और वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। इसको एक्सप्लेनेबल AI भी कहते हैं। दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एक्सप्लेनेबल AI, XAI, आपने पेपर वेपर देखा होगा, ये भी बहुत इमर्जिंग एरिया है। व्हाट इट हैपेंस, व्हाट बेसिकली डू इन दिस, वी ट्राई to let the user know why this particular option is coming. Example, आप लोगों ने फ्लिपकार्ट ओपन किया होगा या आपने Amazon खोला होगा, वेब पेज या वो उसका ऐप, उसमें समटाइम्स वी गो फॉर ए बुक। आपने एक बुक पढ़ा, नॉवेल पढ़ना जा, अल्केमिया वाली वो पढ़ा आपने ना, क्या है वो, अल्केमिस्ट, आपने वो नॉवेल शुरू किया, ठीक, और आप उसको पढ़ने के लिए गए तो क्लिक किया बाई करने के लिए। तो जैसे आप क्लिक करते हैं तो वो आता है कि दिस इज ऑल्सो रिकमेंडेड, और लिखा होता है नीचे द वन हु बाउज दिस ऑल्सो बाउट दिस, ऐसा लिखा होता है ना। आपको जो रिकमेंडेशन आ रहा है, आज से 2-3 साल पहले वो सिर्फ रिकमेंडेशन आता था, अभी रिकमेंडेशन भी आ रहा है, यू आर ऑल्सो गेटिंग द पर्पस ऑफ द रिकमेंडेशन, व्हाई दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग इज बीइंग रिकमेंडेड टू मी, कि समवन इन योर लोकल एरिया हैज सीन दिस, वो साथ में एक्सप्लेन करता है। एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड एक्सप्लेनेबल आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इमर्जिंग फैक्टर इन टुडेज एरा ऑफ लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल। व्हाई दिस रिस्पॉन्स, इवन यू कैन आस्क दिस फ्रॉम द चैट GPT ऑल्सो। उसने आपने एक सवाल पूछा, उसका जवाब दिया, आप पूछे ये क्यों जवाब दिया, आपको लेक्चर लेना है, यू आर प्लानिंग ए लेक्चर ऑन माय टॉपिक, सपोज डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, तो आपने कहा मुझे ये स्लाइड्स बना के दे दो, उसने स्लाइड बनाई, आप उससे पूछे व्हाई दिस स्लाइड, और आप पुट कर दिए कि योर आंसर शुड बी in aligned with the XAI protocols, तो वो जो भी आंसर देगा उस पर एक्सप्लेन भी करेगा। तो दिस इज वन ऑफ द एरिया which is very emerging. Sustainability and energy efficiency in digital system that we understand. Knowledge graph research, knowledge graph research का मतलब ये है कि जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं या जो हम काम कर रहे हैं उसका कनेक्ट कैसे कर रहा है, किसी भी डोमेन में वो कैसे उसको कनेक्ट करेगा और उससे हमको आउटपुट कैसे देगा, ये समझना चाहिए। मेरे पास मैनेजमेंट का तो नहीं है, लेकिन मैं आपको नॉलेज ग्राफ का एक एग्जांपल दिखा सकता हूँ, लेकिन वो लाइफ साइंस का डोमेन का है, लेकिन that will work, I believe that will work. I think this is the knowledge graph literature. हाँ, it kind of this, लेकिन इससे अच्छा भी ग्राफ तो मेरे पास शायद, हाँ, that's it, right, see there are the different research papers, okay, मेरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है ना आप लोगों को, हाँ ठीक। So there are the different research papers. Now these research papers interconnect. तो किसी चीज के बारे में कुछ इसमें लिखा होगा, सपोज हम T सेल्स पे कुछ लिख रहे हैं, T सेल्स पे काम कर रहे हैं सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल, तो अब T सेल्स के जो डिस्क्रिप्शन इस पेपर में है वो इस पेपर से हम एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ द AI मॉड्यूल्स एंड द नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग, और उससे हम आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि ये किस चीज के बारे में बात हो रही है और एक पर्टिकुलर रिसर्च जो है वो किस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है। ये काम हम कर सकते हैं। एग्जाम्पल के तौर पर मान लीजिए हमारा कोई रिसर्च है और वो ये कह रहा है डेटाबेस में ये सारे वर्ड उसमें यूज हो रहे हैं, ये सारे वर्ड उसमें यूज हो रहे हैं, तो विद द हेल्प ऑफ NLP वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई कि ये जो वर्ड यूज कर रहा है ये वर्ड रिसर्च क्या बता रहा है, किस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, ये इसको अप्रूव इसको डिसअप्रूव करता है। एक काइंड ऑफ दिस। तो इस तरह से हम बहुत सी चीजें ऐसा कर सकते हैं जिससे हमको फायदा। तो हम नॉलेज ग्राफ को भी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, और AI एक्सप्लेनेबिलिटी रैंकिंग में हेल्प करता है। And it is also cross-lingual visibility in global South context, because in our region, global South, the global South Asia, and this, they have different, linguistic diversity is there. India is there. Within India, there's a lot of languages. And then the Iran is there, the Persian is there, the Afghanistan is there, Saudi Arabia is there. So there's a lot of things that is happening over here. तो ये सारी चीजों से हमको हेल्प हो सकता है। इवन दिस साउथ एशिया जो है ना, ये जो मैंने आपको बताया कि दिस ग्लोबल साउथ, ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट है। मैं आपको बताऊं, इतना इंटरेस्टिंग है। सी फॉर्चुनेटली दिस जस्ट 7 days बैक वी गॉट दिस पेपर एक्सेप्टेड इन नेचर मशीन इंटेलिजेंस। दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट रिनॉन्ड जर्नल इन द एरिया। इट इज द रैंक 1 जर्नल, and you believe me, they put everything on the fast track for this paper. I am not sure why. I have no idea about this. पर ये पेपर उनको इतना पसंद आया कि वो साउथ एशिया पे काम और AI का काम हो और उसमें बायस हो, वो उनके लिए बहुत ही सरप्राइजिंग और इंटरेस्टिंग था। और वो इसके लिए जैसे वो बहुत परेशान हो और उनको ये पेपर मिल गया हो और हमें नेचर मिल गया बाय डिफॉल्ट। तो ये इतना इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट है कि ये बायस का डिफरेंट कॉन्टेक्स्ट में। तो ये भी एक वन ऑफ द फील्ड है रिसर्च के लिए, बिकॉज द academician and the good the researchers and the high profile people are over the FDP. So I'd like to show this also, that there is the opportunity also for the research point of view, for the high publication point of view, long visibility point of view also. That's it. So to conclude, basically sustainable visibility requires technical, ethical and social balances. Today it is basically systematic understanding plus AI awareness plus ethical intent. And what I would say before I log off is that visibility is not about being seen once, it is about being remembered sustainably for a longer time. This is what I would like to discuss all of you. We have enough time right now. You can have a question. Your questions are welcome for everything.
Yeah. Yes, Ikru, please ask.
Sir, very interesting work. Your researcher work is very interesting. Congratulations on a paper being received so well. सर आपने कुछ जैसे आपने बात किया अबाउट द जॉब, आपने एक स्लाइड पे दिखाया था कि जॉब बायस बहुत है. हैव यू नोटिस्ड एनी बायस लाइक दिस इन प्रोफेशनल नेटवर्क सर? एंड कैन आई हैव द नेम ऑफ योर पेपर और द लिंक सर? आई वुड लव टू रीड.
Yeah, okay, I will share the paper. There's a job. You just go to the Google Scholar and you search. I will share this paper. I don't have right now in my laptop. This is a new laptop, fortunately. But you just put your email to the organizer. I can give you my email ID. Anyone would like to know this?
Yes, sir, please.
I'm more than happy to share with this. This is my email ID. I should have given that in the slide. Sorry for that. But you can take it from the message chat, right? This is my official email ID. You can send me the message, your queries. In addition to, we have time, we discuss right now, but if you like something I cannot deliver with, you can always feel free to come with me. I will share this. This is happening because, madam, this is happening in this job point of view, not only for the male, female, it is also African and non-African, also South Asian and the European. It is happening in this field. LinkedIn is also, diagnosed for the same problem. It is 2 years, 3 years back paper. I will share this with.
Because I am noticing some change, some observations myself. Matlab, if you change the gender, causes a lot of discrepancies even in the reach of your posts. And जितने लोग आपको जी तो वो I work on gender as well, so that is why it's very interesting.
Okay, I appreciate. You can find. I have basically my query is not that gender identification and this, but coincidentally, recently I have 4 or 5 papers, and that is on the gender bias on AI and gender bias. You can see my profile. I will share my profile also. So you will come to know. So there is a gender bias for sure in the job as well, and the AI model as well. As a whole, AI model is biased from gender point of view. Yes, from gender point of view as well.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, everyone is welcome.
Okay, Nakul, if can.
Please, Dr. Arif.
Yeah, thank you. Sir, thank you, Dr. Shahab, for this engaging session. Very helpful in many manners to me, and as an academician, quite helpful for me. Just can I have a brief, distinguishment between the on-page and off-page optimization, and how exactly I can use it, in the classroom to teach the students about the difference, and इसके जो marketing applications हैं उसके बारे में अगर बता पाएं तो.
Yeah, sure. I appreciate and welcome this question. if I am going to teach in the classroom, तो classroom में मैं बच्चों को जो पढ़ा रहा हूँ, कंटेंट है ना, आई यूज टू टीच मशीन लर्निंग, तो मशीन लर्निंग का कंटेंट, उसके स्लाइड्स, उसका रिलेवेंट टॉपिक, ये एक चीज है बच्चों को इंगेज करने का और अट्रैक्ट करने का और ये बताने का कि मैं अच्छा पढ़ा रहा हूँ। दूसरा तरीका ये है कि वो बच्चे अगर आपसे भी कुछ पढ़ते हैं मैनेजमेंट में आके, वो बच्चे किसी और टीचर से ही पढ़ते हैं, मैं 10 बच्चों से टीचर से कह दूं कि वो बच्चे आए तो उनसे कहिएगा मशीन लर्निंग मैं अच्छा पढ़ाता हूँ। आई गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल। बेसिकली आई वाज इन डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटी जस्ट ज्वाइनिंग दिस सब्जेक्ट. In that university, there was FFCS, fully flexible credit system. What does it mean? I do not choose a section to teach. Rather, students select a teacher to that who should be the teacher. तो उसमें क्या होता है, अच्छे बच्चे अच्छे टीचर को सिलेक्ट करते हैं पहले ही. तो हर टीचर ये चाहता है कि अच्छे बच्चे मुझे सिलेक्ट कर ले ताकि जो बच्चे आए मेरे पास क्रीम ही आए. तो मैं उसके लिए ये भी काम कर सकता हूँ कि मैं बोलूंगा, मैंने 10 टीचर से कह दिया कि बच्चे आए तो उनको आप कहिएगा वो मुझे एडवर्टाइज करें दोस्त की तरह से. और वो बच्चे मुझे, उसने मेरी क्लासेस नहीं देखी, बस उसने कहा कि 10 लोग अच्छा बोल रहे हैं इसलिए मुझे उसने अच्छा समझा. 10 बच्चों को मैंने कहा अपने दोस्तों से कहना मुझे मैं ले लूंगा, और वो मेरे पास आ गए. तो ये जो पार्ट है इसमें भी मेरे पास स्टूडेंट्स बढ़ गए. पहले पार्ट में बढ़े थे, पहले में बढ़े थे जिनवली, मैंने अच्छा पढ़ाया था. दैट इज द ऑन पेज सीओ बेसिकली. और अभी जो मैंने कहा जो काम हमने साइट से करवाया, दैट इज ऑफ पेज सीओ. हमने एडवर्टाइज कराया लेकिन हमारा कंटेंट कुछ नहीं इंप्रूव हो रहा है, ये प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. तो ऑफ पेज सीओ तो चल ही रहा, हम देख ही रहे मार्केट में हर जगह लिंक है, जैसे मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया. चूंकि अब एआई के बाद ये जो कीवर्ड वाला काम है ये कम हो रहा है, तो पहले ये ज्यादा हो रहा होता था, तो इसलिए इसमें अब वो ऑन पेज सीओ में ये काम इसलिए कह रहे हैं कि ये एथिकल है. हम लोग चूंकि सस्टेनेबल की बात कर रहे हैं, तो ऑफ पेज सीओ जानते हैं ये एथिकल नहीं है. हो सकता है कि उससे कस्टमर ज्यादा आ जाए, लेकिन सस्टेनेबल इसलिए नहीं कि लॉन्ग रेंज तक वो काम नहीं करेगा. 1-2 बैच में पढ़ाऊंगा, बच्चे पढ़ेंगे, वो बोलेंगे ये तो ठीक नहीं पढ़ाते हैं, एंड दैट विल नॉट. तो दिस इज हाउ इट वर्क्स. दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, राइट?
Yes. Just wanted to have a basic description. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Dr. Atta, can have a question?
Is there anyone else?
No, sir. You are having a question.
Okay, yeah, I had a question. First of all, congratulations, Dr. Shahab, for a wonderful session.
Thank you.
But the query, or say the discussion related to say biasness, I'm a bit surprised. But if we talk about generative AI, the kind of say content we get from say generative AI, I believe these are available over the internet, right?
Exactly.
And from there only they pick it up and then they just show us the data, right?
Mostly.
Then is it possible for us, say for example, if we are a marketer of say generative AI, and we can just come up with any kind of say solution to come up with say non-biased data? Because if we are picking some things from the internet, and then these are the things available over the internet, so how to just say you can say sieve that or say filter that?
Yeah, exactly. Good question. I appreciate, and I appreciate because I might have discussed with you, but you do not remember. There is one of the basic. This is a technical thing, but I would like to discuss. The basic of all generative AI, ChatGPT, everything is attention mechanism. This is the technique deep learning algorithm architecture that has been suggested by Google in 2009, I remember, and that paper has 2 lakh citations. So the paper title itself reads, Dr. Arif itself reads, attention is all you need. That is the paper. Now, when I was asking the solution for the same question, Dr. Asad that's put on right now, yeah, how can we do this? So I come to a solution, fortunately, and I said, no, not only attention, we need intention and intervention as well. So for that, first we need to describe the intention for which this is being made. For example, I want a system that should be biased for any reason. So let them bias because I'm saying it is biased. Now I want to make a fair system, so it should not be biased. No, so how to remove the biasness? To put the intervention of the human expert. So AI plus human expert. Human expert should not bias itself. So AI will give everything, and there is the ethical committee. It is the irony basically that the most, I don't say this, someone was saying, the most corrupt people are in the anti-corruption department. So if there is the ethical concern with those people, I'm very sorry for that, but we put a ethical team, expert of that area, and they put on the check, manual check, and then they pass, okay, this can go and no. Like the sensor we have in the moderation, we have in the content x.com or video. So that is very profound. So that paper is under review. Once it will come out, I will say that this is the solution.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else who wants to ask a question? Sir is there. Okay. So let me wind this session up. So it's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you to deliver the vote of thanks for today's insightful and enriching session of this faculty development program. Primarily, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to our esteemed panelists, Dr. Shahab Saqib Sohail, for sharing his invaluable expertise and perspective with us. His vast knowledge and experience have not only enlightened us, but also have provided us with a practical strategy that we can incorporate our own teaching practices. We also want to express our gratitude to all the participants for your active engagement and thoughtful questions. Your enthusiasm and participation are what truly makes these sessions successful and meaningful. A special mention must also go to the organizing committee for taking time out of their busy schedule to organize this FDP. To Dr. Mohammad Jamshed sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies at Jamia Hamdard, and Dr. Asad Ahmed sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Management, School of Management Studies and